administrator.
Generation Z, that's a term used to describe people born between 1995 and 2009. How are they? Stressed. That's according to a survey of almost 500 of them, surveyed by Amárach Research for Young Social Innovators, a charity that promotes education for social innovation. They're gathering 600 young people and their ideas in Croke Park today. Most of them also said that their parents do listen to them, that they feel that brands listen to them more than politicians. And when asked what would be a sign of success during their lifetime, nearly half said making a positive impact on the world, half that financial security, and just 1% having a loving partner. Rachel Collier is Chief Executive of the Young Social Innovators. She's in our studio this morning. Rachel, thank you for coming in to us.
Okay.
Why are they stressed?
Well, there's a few reasons why stress comes out on the top of how they describe their mood. One is their concerns about mental health. That would be 60% of them. And I think the others are around exams and school. It's a high number too. It's 57%. Drugs and alcohol. And I think they're angst about the future as well. But climate change is also a real concern for this generation. 47% are really concerned about climate change. I suppose the good news about that is that when we asked them what it is they wanted to do something about in their lives, the majority of them, 64%, said they wanted to do something about climate change. And that's, I suppose, reflecting globally what young people and young people's voice around climate change. They are the influencers around this issue now.
What else did you find in the survey that struck you as interesting?
Well, I thought interesting was that the good news about 4 out of 5 young people, teenagers mostly, listen to or believe that their parents listen to them. And I suppose that would be a surprise to a lot of people. It's good news for parents. But then on the other side, they really believe that brands listen to them to a greater extent than politicians and the government and communities do. And that's a worrying thing. Brands are relating to young people daily and influencers on social media, and they have a much closer relationship than others that you would expect to have.
Tell us more about what you're doing in Croke Park today.
So today in Croke Park we have 600 young social innovators from all around the country dealing with issues such as elderly isolation, community regeneration, climate change, biodiversity. They have projects that they've been doing over the course of the year, and they're competing for the title Young Social Innovators of the Year 2019. There's amazing projects. There's a school from Cabra coming in for the deaf. They're highlighting the need for interpreters to access mental health services for people with who are deaf. There's schools from Castle Island and biodiversity. There's a school from Wicklow, Carnew, who are trying to make their town dementia friendly. We have the same issue being dealt with in Killarney. We have young carers in Donegal. We have people advocating in Letterkenny for nursing care for a small child that is going into primary school, and Largy is looking for people to welcome refugees to their town.
Generation Z, by the way, just before I let you go, what's next then?
Alpha.
Alpha.
We're waiting for Alpha. But this generation gives us great hope, because the one thing this generation